Hello friends, myself Manish Mulchandani and I secured third rank in NEET 2017. I'll be sharing some of my success strategies with you. So friends, as far as a tough examination like NEET is concerned, so for any examination, the basic non-academic parts that are required are same. For example, first thing is that you should have an aim. Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam always said that your aim should be decided, your aim should be fixed, and until and unless you have an aim, you cannot succeed. So one thing that you should do before starting your preparation is that you should set an aim which should be final. You should not keep on changing that. Your mindset should be fixed. And it is very well said that you should dream, you should definitely dream, but dreams are not which you see while sleeping, but dreams are those which do not let you sleep. So friends, it's very important that first of all we should decide that the preparation strategy as far as the NEET examination is concerned can be divided into two parts. One is rank based preparation and another is selection based preparation. Rank based preparation, as the name suggests, is that we aspire for the top 10 ranks, top 100 ranks or top 1000 ranks, right? And another is selection based preparation, which emphasizes on grabbing one of the seats of the MBBS medical college. So as far as the NEET examination in 2017 was concerned, about 30,000 seats were available in the government medical colleges, right? So my personal suggestion is that one should only aspire for any government medical college seat, not for the ranks, because after you complete your MBBS, it hardly matters that from which college you completed, right? So according to me, what the most practical thing is that you should have an aim of grabbing one of those 30,000 seats which are available in the government medical entrance, government MBBS colleges. So once you have set your aim that I have to grab one of that seat, so you should have high level of commitment towards it. You should be ready to sacrifice anything, and your sole intention should be to grab one of that seat. You have to say that वो seat मेरी है, I have to grab that seat anyhow and I won't allow anyone else to grab that seat. वो सीट पे तो केवल मेरा ही नाम लिखा है, वो सीट मेरी ही है. इस कमिटमेंट के साथ, इस हार्ड विल पावर, दृढ़ संकल्प के साथ हमें आगे बढ़ना है. बट केवल सपना देखना, केवल कसम खाना, केवल लक्ष्य सेट करना, दिस इज नॉट इनफ. Apart from that, you need high level of commitment and dedication towards your aim. Like in these, for example, if you have 2 years for preparation or 1 year for preparation, which is sufficient, 2 years are more than sufficient for the preparation. So you should be ready to sacrifice anything and you should be ready to do everything which is required for you to grab that seat. For example, the most common distraction which we find nowadays is of social media. So we should quit social media for only these 2 years. It does not mean that we should delete our account. We should deactivate it or we should stop using it. And after we grab that seat, after we get admission into a good college, then we can again resume these things, and these things will continue lifelong. So my personal suggestion was, what I also did was to stop Facebook and Twitter totally for these 2 years. But this does not mean that we should distance ourselves from the smartphones. The smartphone should be our study tool. Like my personal experience with phone was very good. I used a very good quality device, iPhone 5s, which was not for playing games or which was not for clicking selfies and all. It was basically meant for using the internet to pursue greater knowledge. If something is not available in the books, we can use the internet to gain some more information about the same. Also, I use WhatsApp for sharing my queries and some photographs with my faculties, and my faculties were also very cooperative. They replied over to me on through WhatsApp. So I got instant solutions to my problems, and therefore WhatsApp was one of my important study tool. So in this modern world, definitely बाबा आदम का तो जमाना है नहीं कि हम so I do not suggest that students should use paper button phones or the old phones which are outdated now. We should use smartphones, but there are pros and cons of everything. If we use smartphone for gaming, if we use smartphone for clicking selfies or for communicating with friends or for using social media, so this will be a distraction and which will definitely take you away from your goal. So smartphone should be our handy study tool. And what's also required for an aim is that you have to sacrifice parties, you have to sacrifice all the programs, all the family programs. You have to avoid going in to movies. My personal experience with movies, I only watched 2 to 3 movies in these 2 years. So what I personally recommend to students is that once it's not actually the duration, it's actually the effect which the movies have on your mind. The movies will always divert you or will always weaken your concentration when you study. So we should totally avoid watching movies for these 2 years. We should avoid hangouts with friends. We should avoid going to malls and all for celebrating with friends, because only for these 2 years we can sacrifice. Then our career will be a bright one. Apart from that, the most important thing which is required for reaching to your dream destination is hard work. Without hard work nothing is possible. There are no shortcuts to success. एक ही तरीका है सक्सीड करने का, वो है केवल आपको मेहनत करनी है, आपको हार्ड वर्क तो करना ही है, ठीक है. और इसके अलावा हार्ड वर्क ऐसा नहीं है कि कुछ भी करें. हार्ड वर्क शुड बी इन द राइट डायरेक्शन. तो हमें केवल उन्हीं पॉइंट्स को पढ़ना चाहिए, केवल उन्हीं टॉपिक्स को पढ़ना चाहिए जो हमारे एग्जाम पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से रिलेवेंट है. Instead of studying many books, instead of studying the books of foreign authors, we should more or less focus on what the examination asks. We should first of all see what the pattern of the examination is, what the level of the questions they ask, what the mindset of the question setter is, right? After we are familiar with these things, then we should start a preparation. That was for the non-academic part. Let's switch on to the academic part. Now, as far as the academic part is concerned, first of all, while preparing for NEET, we should have we should do a detailed analysis of the NEET papers and also of the AIPMT papers of the last 7-8 years. So once we do it, we'll find that most of the questions asked in the examination are directly from the NCERT textbooks. Also, we'll be making an important point that the level of the questions is not very high. The questions are easy. And the objective of the NEET examination is not to test the knowledge of the students, but the objective of the examination is to test the speed, to test the accuracy, mindset, the state of mind and the temperament of the student, right? Your knowledge is not going to get you admission into a college, but your score is going to get you admission, and it would be your score which will ultimately dictate which kind of knowledge you possess, the level of knowledge you possess. So as far as the NEET examination preparation is concerned, we should not focus on knowledge, we should focus on score. We should somehow try to score more out of the existing knowledge. Like in the paper of 720 marks, which is according to the NEET pattern, यदि हमने अटेम्प्ट किया, कोई भी टेस्ट हमने दिया, तो उसके बाद हमने देखा कि लेट्स से आई एम गेटिंग 550 मार्क्स. So after test, a very important part is test analysis, and a test is incomplete without test analysis. So we should analyze that with the existing knowledge, if we had not done any silly mistake, if we had done all the calculations correctly, what maximally could have scored. So when we analyze this, let's say we find that we could have scored about 600 marks. So this difference 600 minus 550 is what I call as gap. And students, believe me, in reaching your dream medical college, this gap will be the factor which will be the major barrier for you. And once you are successful in bridging this gap, no one would be able to stop you from getting into that college. And it was my personal strategy. I first of all focused on these questions which I missed, but they were in my knowledge. And I personally recommend that we should not bother about the rest of the 120 marks questions which were not in our knowledge, because first of all we should learn to attempt all the questions correctly which were from our knowledge. And after that we should increase our content base. उसके बाद हम अपना कंटेंट बढ़ा के उन बाकी के 120 मार्क्स को भी हम स्कोर करने की कोशिश कर सकते हैं. लेकिन सबसे पहले जो इम्पोर्टेंट पार्ट है कि हमें जितना आता है ना, उतने नंबर हमारे एग्जामिनेशन में आने ही चाहिए. इट्स अ क्राइम इफ यू डू नॉट डू दैट, एंड इट्स अ क्राइम नॉट टू एनीवन एल्स बट टू आवरसेल्फ. इसीलिए आप अपने सबसे पहले जितने आपको नंबर आते हैं, अपना गैप मिनिमाइज करने की कोशिश कीजिए. जितने आप मार्क्स का आपको आता है उतने मार्क्स आपको स्कोर करने हैं हर टेस्ट में. और टेस्ट में नीट का आप पेपर देखेंगे तो उसमें समझ में आएगा, जिससे अब मैं सब्जेक्ट वाइज बात करता हूँ. सो एज फार एज द प्रिपरेशन ऑफ द बायोलॉजी फॉर द NEET एग्जामिनेशन इज कंसर्न, फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल व्हेन वी एनालाइज द पेपर्स, द प्रीवियस एग्जामिनेशन पेपर्स, we'll find that most of the questions are directly from the NCERT textbook. If I say the paper of the NEET 2017 examination was easy, and once you will analyze it, you'll find that about 83 or 84 questions out of 90 were directly from the NCERT textbook. That simply means that for the preparation of biology for NEET, NCERT is our Bhagavad Gita, and we should trust NCERT. Each and every statement, each and every diagram, each and every table of NCERT should be on our tips, And once we have covered the NCERT totally, then we can switch on to some other material which the coaching provides or which your teachers suggest. But the important part is you should not run for those 6 to 7 questions which were not from the NCERT textbook. The reason being that those questions were very tough and those questions were actually some out of the box kind of questions. They were actually not framed from this level, and even many teachers found it difficult to answer such questions. So my personal suggestion to students is, what I also followed, is that you should not focus on these questions, because ultimately these questions will be tough for everyone. If you should have a strong mindset that if this question is tough for me, it would be tough for everyone else. So this kind of confidence you should have, and believe me, everyone will find those questions tough, and you should not run for those questions. And for the biology, as far as covering the points from as far as the non-NCERT portion is concerned, I personally recommend that we should not stress on it, and only those points should be covered which have been addressed in any other previous year examination like DPMT or AIMS or even JIPMER if you like. And apart from that, some points which are dictated by your teachers and have been marked as important, स्टार लगवाए गए जो points है, उन points को आप कवर कीजिए. बहुत ज़्यादा बायोलॉजी में हमें MSc लेवल या MBBS लेवल की पढ़ाई करने की ज़रूरत नहीं है. As far as physics is concerned, which is generally a fear for every medical aspirant, so we should see that the level of questions asked in physics is very low. It's like if you know the formula, you have to simply put the value and get the answer, and you will be getting 4 marks for that. So one very important aspect of physics is that you have to be non-mathematical for the NEET preparation. Integration and differentiation will be very less useful. They will be hardly used in 1 or 2 questions out of the 45 questions they ask. The rest of the questions, 3 to 4 questions will be theoretical, which would be very easy, and the rest questions will be of the type put the value and get the answer. So for physics, one important aspect is that you should not stress on derivations, you should not stress on the mechanism. You should prepare a formula copy in which you should write all the formulas which you studied in a chapter, and you should regularly keep on reviewing that copy, because once you have memorized all the formulas, you will be hardly needing any practice to put values into that formula and to solve the question. राइट. सो वंस यू हैव लर्न द फॉर्मूलाज, आपको मार्क्स लाने से कोई नहीं रोक सकता फिजिक्स में. फिजिक्स से डरने की जरूरत नहीं है, फिजिक्स का लेवल बहुत कम है नीट एग्जामिनेशन का, तो हमें केवल उसी लेवल की प्रिपरेशन करनी चाहिए, ज़्यादा हमें जेई लेवल की तरफ, जेई एग्जामिनेशन की तरफ डाइवर्ट नहीं होना चाहिए. केमिस्ट्री की यदि हम बात करें तो सबसे पहले मैं आईयूसी की बात करता हूँ, इनऑर्गेनिक केमिस्ट्री. So inorganic chemistry should be prepared only from the NCERT. As far as the block study is concerned, it should be wholly centered around the NCERT, and only a very few points which are very conventional and marked by your teachers should be memorized apart from the NCERT. The block study should be focused on the NCERT, and one thing that troubles students is the exceptions. सो फ्रेंड्स, बहुत सिंपल सी बात है कि 2-3 बातें, जब आप पीरियोडिक क्लासिफिकेशन में या बॉन्डिंग में जो एक्सेप्शंस पढ़ेंगे, दे विल बी एड्रेस अगेन इन ब्लॉक स्टडी, सो यू विल बी गेटिंग अनदर अपॉर्चुनिटी टू मेमोराइज देम, टू अंडरस्टैंड देम, एंड ओनली some exceptions are addressed in the examination which are very common, which are very famous. For example, no one will ask you value based exceptions, right? But everyone will ask you some common exceptions like the electron gain enthalpy of chlorine is greater than that of fluorine, which is not as per the regular trend. So only some exceptions which are contrary to the regular trend will be addressed in the examination, and every exception is not at all important. As far as organic chemistry is concerned, one very good thing for the NEET examination is that they never stress on mechanism. Hardly in the NEET examination 2017, I remember, there was only a single question based on mechanism, for which the mechanism should be clear. Apart from that, all the questions in organic chemistry were very easy. If you know the reaction, you can definitely get the answer. And the weightage of organic chemistry in NEET is slightly higher than that of physical and inorganic chemistry. You have to memorize all the reactions of organic and inorganic chemistry. And for memorizing, what I particularly did was to again and again write those reactions. जितनी बार आप लिखेंगे, आपकी पकड़ उतनी ज़्यादा बनेगी, वो आपकी टिप्स पर आती जाएंगी रिएक्शन, और आपका क्वेश्चन एग्जाम में गलत नहीं होगा. So one important thing is you do not need to stress on the mechanism or the common names. Only those common names are of the compounds are important which are mentioned in the NCERT. Rest are not at all important. And as far as the preparation of physical chemistry is concerned, the 11th portion of class 11th physical chemistry is just like physics. You have to prepare a formula copy for the same, and once you know the formula, you will be getting the answer, and no one will be able to frame any question in the NEET examination, because the level of the questions asked in the physical chemistry, the level of the numerical problems will be very easy. So physical chemistry में भी आपको 11th में घबराने की जरूरत नहीं है. जो 12th physical chemistry है उसमें आप लोगों को NCERT पढ़नी पड़ेगी. 12th फिजिकल केमिस्ट्री में कुछ टॉपिक्स हैं जैसे कि सरफेस केमिस्ट्री, सॉल्यूशन, सॉलिड स्टेट, जिनमें बहुत ज़्यादा थ्योरी है, जिनमें बहुत ज़्यादा एग्जांपल्स है. तो इन एग्जांपल्स में आपको ज़्यादा किताबें नहीं करनी, केवल NCERT की बुक करनी है, उससे आपका काम हो जाएगा. तो इसी से हमें यह है कि फिजिक्स की जो NCERT बुक है दैट इज नॉट एट ऑल इम्पॉर्टेंट फॉर नीट एग्जामिनेशन. ओनली द थ्योरी ऑफ सम चैप्टर्स लाइक सेमी कंडक्टर्स एंड वेव ऑप्टिक्स इज इम्पॉर्टेंट. The textbook of 11th physical chemistry is also NCERT textbook is also not important, but that of 12th physical chemistry is very important. Organic chemistry NCERT is not very important but should be studied, and for inorganic chemistry NCERT is just like Bhagavad Gita. So friends, do not panic and just stress on these points and you will be easily able to grab your MBBS seat. Thank you and best of luck.